CPAC just creeps up on you every year, doesn't it? Well, it's coming back. It's gonna be here in about a week, and it's got a new speaker. I saw on the Twitter feed of Matt Schlapp, and I never miss a Matt Schlapp tweet.
Schlappin'.
Tulsi Gabbard is confirmed as a speaker at CPAC. I don't know if that's a in-person thing or remote. I'm gonna guess in person. And so Tulsi Gabbard will be going into the lion's den to win over the righties, Francesca. What do you think?
Of course she is.
What do you think? What do you think?
I mean, look, she has taken her full form, right? You know, what is the chrysalis is complete. She is now a beautiful right-wing butterfly. This is her final form. I don't know whether it's the phoenix. I forgot what it is exactly. You guys help me out with all you nerds. No, come help me out with the final form of things. But yeah, she has devolved into what she always was, which was a right winger. And we've seen this coming for so long. Look, on this network, Anna Kasparian took a lot of heat because she broke down in incredible detail all the ways that Tulsi Gabbard is not at all a progressive, is not at all a leftist, from the ways that she's Islamophobic, from the ways that she's cozied up to not only the Modi regime of India, which is incredibly nationalistic and Islamophobic, right? It's all that Hindu nationalism, but the ways that she's cozied up to Assad, taking trips to Syria, essentially whitewashing the crimes of the Assad regime, happily and gladly doing that, to all of her appearances on Tucker Carlson, where she essentially throws any progressive ideas under the bus, specifically when it comes to war. Yep. She is a hawk. And so this is her final form. We've seen it coming. For some weird language around, we must end the forever wars. Honey, you love forever wars because it hits at Muslims mostly, who you've demonized for a very, very long time.
Well, she does sort of a version of what Tucker Carlson does, where 99% of his commentary is directly opposed to any material benefit going to working Americans. But every once in a while, he'll criticize like a Silicon Valley billionaire, and then he's against the elites. She is against nation building. She doesn't want us to have 200,000 troops stationed in Iraq forever, which is good. I don't want that either.
Sure.
But people then take that and say, oh, so she's against war. Not really, not in a lot of ways, not in terms of endless drone strikes and missions into these countries and all of that stuff. That still feels pretty war-y to me. But anyway, look, let's say I will play devil's advocate, and I will say that she says, as others do, she is hardly the only person of this sort, says we need to engage with them on their own ground, whether that's, I guess, CPAC or going on Tucker Carlson or whatever. The idea being that this is not chasing clout or trying to get money or whatever. This is genuine. We're gonna deliver a left-wing message in there to the right.
Yeah.
And my question, this isn't even really about Tulsi Gabbard. My question to all these people is, so when are you gonna do that? Because it seems like you go on Fox News and agree with the right wingers about everything. It seems like you're going to agree not to win over their base to us, but to win you over to their base. That's what it feels like. And I could be totally wrong. I have not often offered opportunities to go onto Fox News. I turned down Laura Ingraham once. That's about the extent of it. So maybe I don't understand the appeal of these opportunities. But it feels less about.
Sorry, I'm just still getting over you turning me down.
I'm sure it was because Cenk and Anna turned them down first, and they were like, I guess he's on the website too. Anyway, I could be wrong. I would just love for one of these people to go on Tucker Carlson and get thrown off. Remember that Dutch economist who they didn't even play his interview?
Yes.
That's how you do it. If you're a lefty standing by your values, not going on there and having them like love everything that you say. Why would that be? You think Tucker is gonna bring me on and end with, it's just great talking to you every time, John. It's just great. We're best buds. No, it's ridiculous.
No, and it is BS to say that you're just using his audience to get your message out. No, not if you're fundamentally agreeing with him. And I think there is a difference between, a lot of people hammered Bernie for doing that Fox News town hall. I thought that was actually a really good move. It was on his terms. He was able to dictate it, and he pushed back. Oh my God, did he push back on a lot of? He even hit at Fox a little bit. So yeah. Exactly. There is no way you go onto those shows if you are not in an adversarial position. You're not there to agree and then sort of like, again, whisper a little bit to sort of wink and nod on the racist stuff, but then whisper to them, oh, maybe they get the class warfare stuff. No, they don't. If you're agreeing with them, you're agreeing with them. And we've seen Tucker run scared, cuts the mics on people. Like you said, doesn't even air the interviews. But
Adam said it's Rutger Bregman. Yes, thank you for that. That was the economist.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, by the way, you can do this. Look at Bernie's done debates and things like that. He goes on and he tells people about Medicare for all and all that stuff. You'll note though that he still picks his battlefield there. He's not legitimizing the insane, misogynistic, transphobic, racist attacks of a troglodyte like Tucker Carlson. He's going on the newsy side, which has all of its own problems, but he's going there in a particular environment to actually deliver a left-wing message that most right-wingers don't believe that they agree with. Certainly the hosts don't. Just saying, that's not what I've seen from
and never hear, and they never hear. Every time she's on, she says, she's just like, thank you, Tucker. Muslims are the greatest threat, and I do believe that we must exterminate them one by one. And I hate to say this, and some of my fellow leftists, and you're just like, oh my God, where's the lightning strike? It's like very Cecily Strong doing, which was the best impression. I know you love Cecily. That impression was amazing.
Yes.
Like, look, if you, sorry, I was just gonna say, if you supported Tulsi, that's okay. But come out and talk about it now. Talk about why, and let's re-up for the next time around, so we don't get led by the nose by these kinds of people. I think it's fine. I'm not looking necessarily for apologies, but maybe an admission. Yeah. Maybe a little bit. Maybe we meet halfway. A little admission that maybe you were texting me too many times about why I should support Tulsi and go to her event. I didn't want to go. Okay, I'm glad I didn't go.
Bear in mind that we were told as lefties to turn our backs on Bernie Sanders to support her. Now, this event has not happened yet. This is a great opportunity. We could be totally wrong. We could have been being totally unfair in the predictions about why she's going or what she'll say. She could go there and deliver an awesome, badass lefty speech defending all of the groups that they're demonizing. She can do that and thus prove us wrong. We'll see.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.